Bismillah. Friday, January 31st, or Saturday, February 1st, depending on when the moon is sighted, begins the month of Shaban. This is a very notable month in the Islamic calendar for a few reasons. Here's what you should know and do in this virtuous month that is between Rajab and Ramadan. First, this month has a very important night in it, known as the 15th of Shaban, the Laylatul Nisf Shaban, which in consensus of the vast majority of scholars is one of the best nights for ibadah in our religion after Laylatul Qadr. The Prophet ﷺ has mentioned in various narrations that hundreds of thousands, or indicated rather, that hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are forgiven on this night, and it is a night in which dua is accepted. We'll post a video about the virtues of this night much closer to the 15th of Shaban, but know that it is a month in which this exceptionally virtuous night exists, and in which the people who are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get up in the night for worship to increase their nearness to Him. Number two, this is a month in which the scholars say to really nurture your heart for the month of Ramadan. In one narration, it is mentioned that Rajab is the month of Allah. By the Prophet ﷺ, he says this: Shaban is my month and Ramadan is for my ummah, or he relates something similar. And so Rajab, the month that we are in right now, which we are just ending, is a month of immense forgiveness, asking Allah by doing istighfar. Shaban is a month in which you should increase your salawat on the Prophet ﷺ by regularly saying Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. And do that, have a regular routine of how much you do that in the month. And then of course, as we know, Ramadan is a month of the Quran, where we recite the Quran in abundance. So nurture your heart, gain the practice of doing dhikr regularly in this month. Next, this is a month right before the month of Ramadan. You should be prepared for this month of Ramadan, and you should try to make up any fasts from the last year, from last Ramadan, that you have not made up in throughout the last year before you enter into the next Ramadan. It is a good month to also practice a little bit of fasting if you are out of routine of fasting, and to practice the night prayer, the tahajjud prayer, the qiyam, that the prayer where you wake up a little bit before Fajr enters, or you pray extra after Salatul Isha, because this will prepare your heart for the month of Ramadan. And lastly, it is a month in which you should start to leave off the bad that you're doing as you prepare to enter into the month of Ramadan. You want to enter into the month of Ramadan ready to benefit from the month and maximize benefit, not enter the month where you and me are immersed in all the haram and all the sins and all the things that we're looking at and watching and listening to and so on and so forth that we shouldn't be. And then it takes a while to actually get in the zone for the month of Ramadan. So increase your salawat, prepare for the month of Ramadan, prepare your heart, look out for this night of the 15th of Shaban, which will likely fall closer to the night of the 13th of February after Maghrib. But again, it will depend on your local moon sighting, and when the month of Shaban actually enters, it could also be the following night. Make up any fasts that you have to make up and get in the zone for the month of Ramadan, and you will see immense benefit. And repeat the dua the Prophet ﷺ tells us: Allahumma barik lana fi Rajab wa Sha'ban wa balighna Ramadan. Oh Allah, put barakah and blessing in Rajab and Shaban, allow us to reach Ramadan. So to say now, oh Allah, put blessing in Shaban and allow us to reach Ramadan, and inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the best in Shaban and the best in Ramadan.